Okay, so the question that Brad and I get asked a lot is how do we find real estate deals? How do we get our investment properties? And we own 83 doors and we have never sent out a postcard or a whatever, any sort of mailer before. That does work because I know a lot of people who work that system and it works phenomenally for them. However, it's just not our thing. So how do we find deals? Well, the MLS is actually a very useful resource for me if you know how to search for the deals. So oftentimes people or agents will list a house and they will poorly market it or they will type in something wrong. So maybe it's a 3 bedroom and it's only listed as a 2 bedroom. So genuinely doing research in the MLS and finding mistakes is one of my number one ways on how to find deals. So one of my most profitable real estate opportunities that we came across was one that was in the MLS and it was listed as a single family home. It was actually a duplex. So we ended up purchasing that property for around $75,000. We ended up reselling it. We didn't do any work, a whole lot. We did a little bit, but not much. We sold that later for $125,000. I think it was exactly a year later. And we rented it and cash flowed really well in between. But that was just one example of one that we didn't have to do much work to. And we were able to pull money out of it while getting rent the whole year that we owned it. So the other way is referrals. So when I go on an appointment, we have a buy guarantee. So basically, if I go on a listing appointment, I meet with the client. And if you're watching this and you're one of my past clients, you've probably heard me say this to you. I basically create a net sheet for the client that says, if you sell your home as is based on comps, here's what you're gonna see. In the middle, let's say we do carpet paint, we fix up a couple light fixtures. Here's what you're gonna net. Now, let's say you want to go all in and you want to remodel your whole home. You're going to move out. We're going to take down walls. We're going to add an island, do all these crazy things. Here's what you're going to net. And so there'll be 3 values. And depending on the market analysis, those are going to vary depending on the neighborhood and the type of home and the price of the home, et cetera. A lot of times clients are okay with the as-is price. So then we'll just say, okay, we'll buy it as is, we'll close, you can rent back from us, or you can live in the house, for a week or 2, or it also allows them to remove the home sale contingency. So they can buy their next home without needing to sell theirs because we're going to purchase it from them. So that's the other way that I find deals. A lot of the homes that we've purchased have been because we do a buy guarantee. And what I want to tell you guys is there's a lot of people out there who do like wholesaling. We're not buying. And yes, we've had people tell us we overpay for properties. We do overpay for properties, but that's because I believe that paying a little more and getting referrals for properties is a simpler and better way. And it's more fun for the client and us, instead of sending out mailers and not knowing the people who are calling me and going into houses that I have no idea who the people are. So for me, peace of mind of knowing who I'm walking into their house and being able to have a real conversation with them, understand their goals and accomplish their goals together, that's a win-win for me. And yes, sometimes we overpay what another investor would pay for the home, and we're okay with that. So, and then the third way is searching terms from the MLS. So for example, and when I say these, I'm saying that other agents are putting these in. So there are some words that you're not allowed to use in the MLS because of a fair housing. So when I'm saying these terms, I'm not saying it. I'm saying that other agents do this and I just search if they've ever written these in there. So for example, if I'm looking for an Airbnb, I search for, second unit, mother-in-law suite. That's one that I don't think you're supposed to use that one because you can't assume that a mother-in-law is going to live in the unit. It could be anybody. So searching the right terms, recent fire, anything that could indicate a deal. So, and you can literally search in the remarks. So if you're an agent or have your agent search, you can have your agent search in the remarks for certain terms. And this is the same with any type of home. So if something would be in a description, but it wouldn't necessarily be in one of the actual places that because there's a lot of custom things about homes that there won't be a place for it in the MLS. So then they'll add it to details. For example, I'm trying to think, like you don't write if it's close to a park, That's not necessarily an option that you can select in the MLS, but you could search if you want to be close to a park that maybe somebody wrote that in the MLS description. So it's just getting creative with the MLS and finding opportunities. Estate sales. So I will search in the terms for estate sales. That's where several of our deals have come from too. But honestly, all of our stuff has really come from referrals and the MLS in some way, shape, or form. So hopefully this video was helpful. Please subscribe to my channel. I'm actually doing this video as part of my coaching program that we're doing. I told them that they need to record a video to their ideal client. I love working with investors. I am an investor. And so I am talking to all my investor clients today as part of this video and part of my homework assignment that I promised my students that we would be doing together. So again, subscribe to my channel. I really appreciate you watching and talk to you all soon.